Okay, so talking about Adam and Eve, where does the tree of good and evil even fit into all of this?
Okay, so two trees. You have the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and you have the tree of life, right?
Okay.
And everybody just assumes that this tree of knowledge of good and evil is actually this like evil or bad tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because God gave this commandment to not eat of it. The fact of the matter is that it was premature in timing. So the issue was never the tree itself. It's just that Adam and Eve partook of it before the right time.
Mm-hmm.
So the fathers are clear that knowledge isn't a bad thing, right? Like we are clearly able to learn, and we want to learn more as much as possible. But it was the problem with that of the tree of knowledge of good and evil was that it was meant to be received through obedience and communion with God. So by growing in this obedience, Adam and Eve would have received knowledge rightly, and they would become capable of fully sharing in the divine life. But instead, because they took this knowledge apart from the communion with God, they obtained this power without wisdom. And so that's essentially where the problem comes in.
Well, it's super interesting because you have the New Age, the Freemasons, you have the people that do blood sacrifices for all of these, like this mystical knowledge. And they, like you said, they want the knowledge, but they don't have the wisdom because they're not getting it through God. And so it's like,
Yeah.
you see in human nature, we clearly have this want and desire for this like divinity in Christ, but because people don't accept Christ, they try to obtain that through all these other channels. And that's why like they're doing it improperly, you know. And it's not that Satan is giving these people more knowledge or knowledge that we can't have in Christ. It's just that they're pursuing it outside of Christ,
Yeah.
you know, and so they're sinning to get it.
Yeah,
when,
no,
like,
that
God's
actually,
not withholding it.
no, I think that's a great point. Yeah. Even today, we still do the same things. Like we always kind of, we want to take a shortcut, or we always want to take, the quickest way to get there because we're such an impatient people. Or we just don't have enough trust to trust that God would actually like maybe because he's not as loving as a lot of people think that he is, you know. But of course he is, but there's lots of different perceptions and things out there. But yeah, the problem wasn't that they desired knowledge, it's that they basically like seized it instead of receiving it.